So DJ Izzy,
Yeah.
between a DJ who has dope songs, or let me just say music, they own it, and a DJ, that respected because maybe people say what they know how to DJ or how to play songs together, how to mix. Which one would you say is valuable? Remember, they're good at mixing songs. I get it. And then there's a DJ in a collection of their own tunes. Maybe they might not be that good in terms of like mixing them for the people either at a club or anywhere really.
Whose music is the other guy playing?
That's the thing. Who's valuable? I'm a promoter. I get it.
Yeah.
I wanna book one of you guys. Mm. Book based on what? Okay, sharp. The other one, his music.
Yeah.
Or value he has his own songs.
Yeah.
Blind. Big time.
What
happens?
On a bigger scale, the more valuable one is the creator. The creatives, I think we need to invest more in them because they are offering something unique to the industry. Mixing can be replicated. You can look at my videos or observe me or take notes while I play and then play exactly the same way I do.
Oh, is that easy?
Yeah, it's that easy.
Okay.
I mean,
easy to watch.
Easy to watch, dog. Easy to watch. Easy
No
to
pun
do
intended.
Easy to do anything in life.
Yeah.
Now, you're an artist. You know the bigger problem that we have in Botswana is that we have an influx of international artists coming here and they're getting fat checks.
Dog.
Right?
They're taking our cake, bro.
Exactly.
Eish.
And a lot of our guys are struggling and we're not benefiting directly from an industry that we need to be empowered by. Guys are buying houses left, right, and center from this industry in other countries. And we are not doing that simply because of that. And just to drive my point home, that DJ that's playing other people's music, you'll find most of the time that it's international music. Nothing wrong with that, but that's feeding people content from outside. They are getting excited, they are loving it more, and where does that leave our artists and our music and our unique offering? So I have grown over time to value more the creators. Right, and that's the kind of DJ that I've become now. I've become the type of DJ now that wants to sort of change my playlist from being all international to incorporating BW songs, not just other people's, but of my own as well, because I have a standard to keep at the same time and a certain sound that I want to go for when I play. I want to replace all the songs that I would typically play that are popping with similar popping songs in the club and make people dance still, but of our own creation. If I'm booked in SA, how are people going to know where I'm from Botswana? If I'm booked in the US, if I'm booked in Europe, how will people know, okay, this guy is not from around? If I'm going to go there and play what they know, I'm not offering anything special.
Yeah, another question, another dope question. You said music is seasonal earlier during the conversation, right? And you're a hip-hop DJ.
Yeah.
And it could be a dry season right now because Nigerian music is running things.
Yeah.
Every shorty that I know wants a banana to fall on her. They are singing that song left, right, and center. They want to do leg overs. I'm like, sure, say like
Yeah.
So now you're at a club or wherever at an event you are playing, and you are playing hip-hop, but these people want Afro. What happens? As a DJ, like, what happens? When even the promoter's like, yo, what's going on? We're losing the crowd. People are leaving.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Like, is it a brand thing? Or, hey, man, I'm a hip-hop DJ. What happens at that point in time? Because people are watching. They're like, oh, so Izzy is going to play house music now.
Yeah.
What's going on? Like, what happens?
I don't play house.
Okay.
That's a given, right? But it depends on the check also. I'll do that. I've done it at private parties.
Okay.
Simply because the check is right. If the check is right, listen. It's like a doctor. When you're a doctor, you learn general practice before you specialize. You become a neurologist or dentist or whatever after learning medicine in the beginning. So it's the same with DJing. A DJ can play anything, and music is just your tools that you use as a DJ to satisfy a client. So if the payment is right, I will play what the client wants, or I will call somebody to come and do that. Like I'll call a house DJ or whatever. Afrobeats falls within within hip hop. Most of these guys either sing or rap anyway.
Okay.
And they're African, so it's fine. I
And
will
they're
play.
African.
But that's not
Yeah.
my brand positioning.
Yeah.
You know, it's an extra that I'd add into my set. But I'm a hip hop guy, and I'll stick to that. You'll hear more of that than anything else when I play.
Okay, but what you are saying is okadlala a little bit of Afro-nyana just
Of course,
to
I
save
do.
the crowd.
I do. But I'm always happy when there's another DJ that's positioned themselves like that to do that.
To be the ones to play
be
the
one to play
music.
that, and I play the hip hop.
So it's a brand thing.
It's a brand thing, and it's important because, like you're saying, it's seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna happen now when Afro stops being hot? What's simply gonna happen now is you change your brand positioning. You keep switching. For me, it's always been hip hop, and that'll never change.
All right. Yeah, Izzy. So now I want us to talk about I don't know if we should close it off the DJing part by maybe if we can establish the difference between an artist brand and a DJ brand.
Yeah.
Because again, it also goes down to who's more valuable. If it's a DJ long no dlala dipina tsa batho, me eno go duelwa 10 grand. E gona la artist o struggle nyana ka dipina tsa gago. Go twena re bona 1,000 bucks.
Yeah.
Like what's the relationship between those things? Like what are the how do you break it down, dog? How do we understand that?
I think artists should be paid more. Remember, they're the creators.
Yeah.
DJs that also create should be paid slightly more than DJs that just sort of come and play other people's works. I believe that's how the structure should be. So at the very top, pay the artists, and then pay the DJs that create their own songs, and then pay the DJs that just mix other people's songs. But at the same time, how long have you been at it for? What's your influence? What's your offering? Nowadays, the game has changed.
Eish.
You're not only booked because you're skilled.
Yeah.
You're booked because social media following. When you post a flyer online, will people like it? When you announce on radio or on your TV show that you're going to be at that show, it gives it credibility, so that adds to it. Also, your following. Have you built a following? Are you popping? Are you relevant? So things like those matter, and you might find that a DJ who just plays other people's music might get paid more than an artist who creates, because they've created a bigger buzz. Simple.
Okay, what I picked up from that, what the artists should be paid more.
Yes, I agree.
And then ke a gore o mongwe o nnile lebaka le le kae mo gaming.
Yes.
Ah.
Not entirely, Gore. How long have you just been in the game?
Yeah.
What have you been offering
Offering.
during that period as well? And do you still have it?
Okay. Nah, at least they clarify. Because I was about to say, yo, but Nasty C came from nowhere 2 years ago, and the guy is worth 100K for a feature now, dog. It's so hard to get him on a track.
Give me a BW example.
BW example, Ben T is worth 15K. He came from nowhere. And, okay, I'm not
But
sure
you see,
if
he's got following.
Yeah, well,
You know,
that's true. That's
He's
true.
got following. If Ben T's on a fly, it adds credibility. You know he's going to bring his own mic, and the sound quality is going to be on point. You know, he's going to post to his legion of fans online, so your event will get more people. So it's things like those.
Right.
And he's got the now sound, which is important. The kids love
Yeah.
that.
What's what do they call it? What's trending?
Yeah.
Trends. All right. I want to close it off somehow so that we can move on from the whole music thing. Okay. Now in terms of the landscape of music and BW, looking at the population, looking at the purchasing power, looking at strategies, because hata gona le strategy nowadays.
Yeah.
People, you get 1 out of 50 people saying, "Hore, kirisa iPhone, where can I get your music?" So would you say it's advisable in a way that people should start selling our music online now?
Yeah.
Ebile looking at gona gore mo Botswana, wa bona? And then the second question to that is going to be, hore, again, if we were to establish the Netland, what do I call them? Standards for gold, how it exceeds 1,000. Looking at the purchasing power in BW and platinum ya go nna bokae, how much do you think that should be? Because I think we need to have that in our portfolio so that whenever you leave the country and you have a profile that you want to submit somewhere, either Sony or wherever, gore e ka nna bokae, what should that be?
Look, a certain percentage of our population is 2 million, right? 10% of that would be 200,000 we're looking at. And then 1% would be 2,000. If my math right, or is it 20,000? Help me out.
Somewhere there, let's say between 20,000 and 2,000, yeah.
I mean, yeah, 1% would be 20,000.
Okay.
I think that should be gold, bro. 20,000.
20,000 should be gold.
20,000 should be gold.
Looking at the purchasing power, like, would you say we're at that stage where we can do over 10,000 sales? Or people just want to download music, like even the one from outside, like international music?
Can we go down from that 1% to 2,000 then? I don't know, man. Like 2,000 copies. I think 2,000. So that's below 1% of our population, which is sad. I was hoping not to get down there, but like we're saying, we know what the reality on the ground is. Guys are not selling. So I think 2,000 albums is a big achievement in our country.
And then what about platinum?
Double.
Which is going to be like 4K.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. Because how many guys aren't selling, bro? And you know, you can tell me stats. Yeah, guys are not buying, and albums aren't moving. Now, back to what you mentioned earlier on about physical copies versus online. Who are you selling to? You know, you can test, but I'm against being on iTunes or social or online platforms for the sake of being cool. Just for the sake of, my music is also
on
iTunes.
iTunes.
You know what I mean? But who's buying? What are the stats?
Bragging
Does it
rights,
really
eh?
make sense?
Yeah.
You know, you're better off maybe taking it to Costa so you can move a couple.
Couple of units.
Yeah.
All right. Now I feel you. Now there was a time in SA they were saying what they want to start playing 90% local music.
Yeah.
And
I think they are. Government radio stations are.
I saw a tweet from Cass, but he was saying what finally we're gonna be able to go gold in a week or in a day.
Yeah.
Would you say if our local platforms were to like play more local content, people that would increase the sales in a way?
True, but that problem is bigger than we think. See, we often say more local music on the radio, more music videos, Botswana, but it's more products that are proudly Botswana that we need. I mean, look at the food. We import so much food. You know, we can barely sustain ourselves with what we grow or produce in our own country. So we have to import, and we're a landlocked country. So the problem is bigger than just music. We need to get into, and I'm sure you've heard people say, hey, blind compared to something that's local. So it's a mentality thing as well. We believe that products from outside are more superior. So for as long as that is the case, even the music will suffer.
I like that. Products from outside are superior. So would you say we're at a point where we can compete on a global level with people? Like if we had the resources that guys in the States have, would you say, we can actually compete?
I mean, we can because we actually have talent. Like you'll find that outside, people have teams. All they are is they are the end product.
Yeah.
What you see there is somebody that's made up, dressed up, songs are written for, beats produced. They literally just wake up, bath, show up, and everything else is in place. There's teleprompters for the TV guys. They don't have to struggle and memorize names like we would have to at award shows and whatever.
Oh my God.
There's teleprompters, bruh, and that's the reality. I've been to different events where the hosts have a screen right in front of them and they are reading. Yes, they've seen the script, but they've been fully briefed. They know what to say, and we, on the other hand, struggle a lot. So I think we have better work ethic because of our conditions. Now, if we got the same privileges, I think we'd thrive.
All right, okay. Now, this next question that I want to ask is, if the clubs were not closing at 2 a.m. in the morning, these are like at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Do you think the entertainment industry would make a lot of zack?
Definitely.
Like,
Definitely,
flow,
but families would suffer more. So that's the flip.
Oh my God.
That's the
so
flip.
we're like irresponsible in a way, like, these niggas that are gonna spend all the zaga
Yeah,
on the whole
I
night.
think.
Like, do you
I
think it's
so.
helping us? Like, we're not that responsible enough for each other. No. Sometimes I just want to turn up with, like, 4 bottles, and I can do that just the whole night.
Yeah.
Because
Look,
two
it's-
o'clock going on with the Club Eloriano, it's jumping, and now that's when we can have the artists performing, and there's good numbers. But 2 o'clock is the time when we're supposed to be shutting down.
That's true. Look, what I am against is permits not being easily acquired for shows that are actually bringing in value to the industry. I'm not saying let's open every weekend till 6, Lala Fuka vibes, every weekend without fail at every venue. I think like we would just go crazy. I don't know what it was like back then, and maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong, right? But from the way I see guys going in and not having a productive following day, and maybe I'm speaking of this because I'm a family man now, and I sort of view things differently. But at the same time, I think shows with substance should be given licenses easier and should be supported even so that the artists benefit directly. So you don't have to worry about every weekend money. Like say if there's one big show every month, for example, it should be given without fail that permit, government backup, so that artists earn.
Right.
Yeah, unlike every weekend, because every weekend, like I said, might end up making people reckless, and that's probably why that was introduced anyway.
All right, I feel that.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned something interesting about shows that are really worth it being easily given permits.
Yeah.
I understand you're working on a show called TenUp.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell us about that, bruv.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't close it, like, in detail, like, yeah, what's the idea? What's the concept behind it? What's happening right now? Are they behind the scenes? Are you making a documentary? Do you know what this shorty had to get among? Mini Lamini, she
Yeah.
sold the rights to her wedding
Yes.
for like over $1 million,
Yes.
dog. Like, what are you working on? What
But
are you doing?
we don't even know if that's true anymore,
Yeah.
because she's come out to say that's not true. The media is blowing things out of proportion. So she was saying that they're still in talks with DSTV. So I don't know if how that's going down now, right? But Turn Up is a music concert. Firstly, it's not a festival. It's actually a music concert. It's a presentation of BW music, right, in the form of 10 artists. And that's the main focus, the 10 artists, right? There's going to be 10 DJs building up towards that. But I want 10 artists of the best in BW to be presented in a certain way with good production.
It could be Franco, it could be Sliza.
Exactly.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's an urban music concert, right? So if we do throw in other artists like the one you mentioned, Franco,
That homie's urban, bro. He's urban. Did you see what he did at Tatsalabala, dog?
What's your definition of urban?
Man, as long as you get the youth jumping, bruv. That's what it is.
That's fine, but it depends which youth. Not all youth is urban. See, there's urban and then there's rural,
Oh yeah. Okay, sure.
right?
Sometimes the urban one can be ratchet, and then we look at it as ratchet.
That's true. It's going to be a good mix, right? But at the same time, if you know me, you know what my brand stands for, right? I'm going to give you an experience that's from me. You get what I mean?
I feel you.
It's
I
not going to
feel
be
you. It's all good.
nobody else's show. And the idea came about last year. I opened up for Babes Olumo at the same venue, Stanbic Bank Piazza, same date, bro, 29 September. And for me, I told myself that I want to open up for international acts less, and I want to headline more, right? I was looking at, as I was playing, right, these thoughts were hitting me that these are my people, and then my people are responding like this to my songs and other BW songs and international songs here and there. But at the same time, this response that I'm getting is overwhelming, and I'm opening, and I'm only getting 5K. Fuck that, you know? And I said, I want more. I want the whole thing. The venue's packed. I need to do similar numbers on something that I had more of a say in organizing. So that's what Turn Up is about. It's a very personal event to me, and I really hope people come out and turn up with me. And it's a celebration, obviously, of 10 years in the industry. See, I always say radio is like the pinnacle of my entertainment career, because it's at the forefront of it all. It came before, and it opened my eyes up to all the opportunities. So I'm celebrating 10 years of being in the industry, right? I did 10 years later recently to celebrate 10 years of radio, which was right here at Sky Lounge. And that was just like a warm-up for TenUp. So TenUp is going to be special. Early bird tickets are on sale at 100 Pula admits 2. So you can go out and get that one. And that's only valid till the end of July. From then on, we're releasing all the other packages.
All right, I feel you. Now, in closing, I want like advice from you, like in terms of because I'm sure as a DJ, us or another local artist, we come to you on some like, yo, Izzy, do you ever spin my record at whenever you play in your sets and all that stuff? What is it that you are looking for in a track?
Okay.
If you there in your set?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah.
Because I get that a lot. I can't play all the songs that I'd love to play Tsamorande, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I think our biggest challenge, and this is why I went back into music as well, we don't make music for the club. What is music for the club, you might ask? Songs that have a heavy bass line, right? Heavy. The bass line's got to be heavy because, bass is everything, especially in the club. People want to feel it. And then the message. What are you saying on the song? If you are talking about a breakup with a girl, or if you're talking about, I don't know, if you're telling us a story, I don't think that will work in the club, honest truth. And that's why you hear when a beat-up song comes on in the club, sometimes people don't respond like they're supposed to, or like they did to say, or drop it like it's hot. You can even tell those titles, drop it like it's hot.
Or it has to be stupid, like Sister Bettina.
Simple, yes. Loud sometimes. But it just needs to envision people in a party. Can people party to your music? If people can party to your music, chances are I'd be able to play it in my set. And also the role that I play as a DJ, I've honestly not positioned myself as the guy that will break the tunes. That's not who I am. I'm not the guy who will come there and play songs that you don't know. I play tried and tested. That's what my brand is.
Yeah.
So your track has to be popping, because I will play what the people want, and that's what keeps me in the business. Because if I play a song and it's not popping, any song I play, I'm co-signing. I'm saying I believe in this song. So you need to push your music in the streets, online, radio, music video. People must know it. Then I can jam it, and at the same time, it should, because, like I said, I'd mix international with BW, so it should all just flow,
What about the tempo? I thought you'd say something about the tempo.
Definitely, tempo matters, but the hip-hop tempos are known to. Producers know the tempos, DJs know the tempos, artists don't really care much about tempos, but tempos are key. Remember when we worked with Benghai, I was specific with the tempo that I wanted. I wanted tempo 100, which is simply because that's a tempo that I've seen work in the club. And trap works done right because it brings a lot of energy. So, before you make a song, know what you're making it for and where you want it to be jammed. There's certain songs that just won't jam in the club, but they're good radio singles. So you can't expect a radio single to pop off in the club. But sometimes songs have that double effect, but know exactly what you're doing.
All right. I feel you, Izzy. I think it's that time when we have to close it off, bruv. Your last words, like advice Nyana to the young upcoming DJs or to anybody out there who wants to be in the entertainment business.
Look, I'll tell you what I'm telling a lot of young people now. Offer a solution. Be solution based. Don't bring a problem to people. Don't come and say, Ish, I was thinking this, but hey, I'm not sure. How can you help? Be sure about what it is that you need before you go to people. And trust me, if you are solution-based, if you come to a venue and you say, look, I've got this event, it's going to attract this many people, I've done this research, blah, 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 blah. I think they'll listen to you more than if you come and you say, yo, man, I'm popping and give me a date, let's do an event. What date do you want? I don't know. You can tell me, and you can't back it up. So you need to bring us. Everybody's looking for a solution. The world is snappy. Like, things are fast, bro. People don't have time to read through long things. People want solutions, and for you to offer a solution, you need to study the place or the person you're about to approach. Then you come to them with something that can help them, and in the process help you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that. Be solution based.
Yeah.
First time good out there. All right, yo, Izzy, man, it's been a
You got it.
pleasure, bro. Hey, let me do the closing off. Yes, there you have it. And thank you so much for watching. This is yet another dope classic conversation with the one and only DJ Izzy. Till next time, thank you for watching. Peace.